Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Turnstile. My name's Harry and thank you for joining us on this road to 100 subscribers. You can follow me on social media, obviously Twitter, Instagram, under The Turnstile. There's been some great support on there recently for some of the content of the games that we've been going to. So if you can drop us a follow, again, if you can give us a like, subscribe, any comments on the video, feedback, your opinions on the games, it will go a really, really long way. And thank you very much for joining the small community that is the Turnstile. So today, very important game, obviously coming off of the back of the midweek defeat to Sporting Lisbon. A massive disappointment, really. Obviously, we wanted to see us go the whole way in the tournament. Going out on penalties after the display that we put in, I think was very disappointing for us. I don't think we played particularly well, but out of the two sides, I think we were probably the better of the two. But we've seen it throughout this season. Obviously, we've seen setbacks to the team. We saw us lose to Man United at the start of the season. Everyone then started to jump on the bandwagon saying, oh, as soon as they play a tough team, it's all falling apart. We then went on to win the next number of games. We did it again against Manchester City, obviously, again, losing at home, them gaining ground on us. Everyone's starting to think that the wheels has come off. But we then went and we've now won 6 on the bounce. So it shows the mentality of this team. I think what Arteta has done behind the scenes, you can see it in players such as Granit Xhaka, Ødegaard, really, really stepping up and being leaders. And I think that's one of the main differences to this Arsenal team than what we've seen in recent years. We have seen some great teams in recent Arsenal years that haven't done as well as they should have done. And I think that's down to the mentality of them. We've always said that we've struggled for leaders. But that's what's different this year around. The mentality around that place is absolutely amazing. Obviously, we picked up a couple of injuries the other day. We lost Saliba, we lost Tomiyasu. And losing them both at the same time is devastating because if you think there was a Saliba injury, for example, you can put Ben White at centre-back and you can move Tommy out to the right. Losing them both at the same time, it doesn't really give you too many options. I think Rob Holding coming in was a slight concern. Obviously, he's not played a lot of Premier League minutes this season. But I think he handled the occasion really well today. He made a very heavy early challenge, let him know you're there. I think physically he was dominating. Possibly at fault for the Palace goal. It looked like a bit of a mix-up between Gabriel and Holding. I mean, it probably didn't help that Gabriel had a massive handful of the opponent's shirt. But I think that might just be because obviously he's used to playing with Saliba. They've had that partnership. They know where each other are. So it will be a slightly new experience for the both of them. But I think Rob Holding held his own today. Hopefully Saliba's not out for too long. When you look at some of the teams that have won the Premier League in recent years, they've all got that key centre-back. You think of people like Vincent Kompany, Virgil van Dijk. William Saliba is that guy for us. So hopefully it's not too major. Obviously, we've got the international break coming up, so there's another week there, followed by Leeds at home. The most important one is the week after that when we've got Liverpool away. That's a game that you really want to see him back for. In terms of the game today, though, I thought it was a very open game of football. It was very free-flowing. We looked at ease. We looked comfortable on the ball. I think we were maybe cagey for the first sort of 15, 20 minutes. There was obviously the Zaha opportunity that came very close. It came from that Rob Holding challenge, actually. Obviously, the ball's broken. Zaha's one-on-one with Ben White. He's managed to get a shot away and he's hit the post. Now, it's one of those where it's hit the post and hit the goalkeeper. It can go anywhere. We've got lucky and it's gone out. I think if that goal had gone in, it would have been a very, very different situation. I thought Martinelli's response to the other day was great as well. I think I said it the other day. We all know that he's a confidence player. You can see when he's playing with confidence because he's unbelievable. He's an unplayable guy. And when that confidence dips, you really start to see that on the pitch. So after he missed the penalty against Sporting, I did have slight concerns that he might struggle coming back into the game today. But it looks like he's blown that away. He's hit an early goal. He's bounced back. And he looked really good today. He was really giving their right back a torrid time. I thought Saka was brilliant as well. Obviously, the star boy, being quiet in recent games. Do you feel a little bit sorry for him in the sense of that he's having to play week in, week out, every single game, all of the game? He doesn't seem to be getting a rest at the moment, but that's the beauty of it. He's a young player. He has that desire. He wants to be playing every minute. I just worry that we might gas him out. Ben White as well, I thought absolutely huge performance today. I don't think that Ben White gets enough credit for the job that he does for Arsenal. He should be in the England squad. Obviously, there must be something going on behind the scenes because he's been left out again. Um, but in terms of what he brings to Arsenal, he is absolutely superb. Obviously, he played a centre back all year last year. He's moved over to right back, and he has really taken the opportunity with both hands. Today, he was amazing, great on the ball. You saw him playing balls between the lines. You saw it for the Saka goal, sets him away really nicely. I just think that this guy does not get enough credit for the job that he does. He has been an absolute rock for us, and he's going to be really important going into the last 10 games of the season. Obviously, next game we've got Leeds at home. Obviously, we've got the international break first of all, so again, you're going to see some players get rested, which will be brilliant. Leeds at home is a game that you look at and you think we should win that quite comfortably. They're not in the best form at the moment. Today, with Manchester City playing in the FA Cup yesterday, we've had the opportunity to go 8 points clear at the top of the league. Now, in terms of the games going forward, that's absolutely massive. You've got to think that Manchester City, they've got Liverpool at home in the first game after the international break. Now, if they lose that and we beat Leeds, we're going to be 11 points clear. Now, granted, City have a game in hand there, but there's nothing better than points on the board. A game in hand means nothing. The points are what is going to win you the title. Now, we've got some big games coming up in terms of Manchester City away. We've got to go away to Anfield. We've got to go away to Newcastle. We've got Chelsea at home. So building that barrier between us and Manchester City is vital because it changes the mentality of the players going into that game. If they can go into the game against Manchester City with an 11-point gap there, all of a sudden it's, right, okay, if we lose this game, they're gaining a little bit of ground. If it was the other way around, for example, and we were 2 points clear, and if Manchester City beat us, they go ahead of us, all of a sudden it's a completely different game. It's a lot cagier. There's a lot more nerves on show. The mentality of having that gap there will change how our guys play. And if anything, means that we're probably more likely to get a win out of it because there's less care of throwing the situation, bottling the situation, all the media hype around it, just piling on that pressure, which will be amazing for us. So it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks. There's still all to play for. I was saying to my dad the other day as well, no matter what happens at the end of this season, this has been my favourite year to be an Arsenal fan since I can remember. The memories that this season has given us, whether it is the last minute goal against Manchester United or it's the late Bournemouth winner, the journey that we've been on this season with these players has been absolutely phenomenal, and it won't be a memory that will ever go. So no matter what the outcome of this Premier League title is, I'll be so proud of this team. It feels great to be proud to be an Arsenal fan again. No more sort of hiding behind pathetic performances and trying to find the positives around a very negative team. It just feels great to be supporting the club, to be happy with the results, and just feel proud of the performances that these guys are putting in on a week-by-week basis. So hopefully we've got 10 more cup finals to go. Pick each one of those off. 10 wins in a row, we've got a Premier League title under our belt. So all will be revealed within the next few weeks. Again, thank you very much for the support that we've seen on social media. Thank you for the follows. If you can drop us a like, comment, subscribe to join the small community that is the Turnstile, it would really, really go a long way. So thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.